Hey, hey, what's up, good people? Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me good? You guys hear me good? Present. Yep, we're back. We're back. Greetings. Okay, so let's talk about crypto, right? First off, two things. Number one, smart money, Latino. This is our brother Juan. I want everybody to go over to his page on YouTube and subscribe. Just subscribe. It's in Latin. Don't worry about it right now. It's Spanish, right? Smart Money Latino con Juan. See here, Nula. Okay? So just hit the subscribe button. See, I'm subscribed. That's it. Just hit it. We'll work on the rest later. Okay. Now, there we go. Let's show our brother some love. Let's show our brother some love. There we go. 204. He was just at 90, and then now he's at 204. We're gonna support him right away. Just hit the subscribe button. All right, let's talk about crypto. This is why we're here today. I was having a conversation. Okay. She said, let's talk about Juan being my kid's stepdad. Girl, you are funny. You're funny. All right, Juan, appreciate all you guys that are doing this. Juan is that too. Look at that. All right, let's close these windows and let me go. Listen, I don't even have to bring up a chart, okay? I want you guys to know that 2 months ago, if you go to the crypto tab, 2 months ago, I said I'm buying Bitcoin every day. Okay? I said I'm buying Bitcoin every day. She crazy, ain't she? I said I'm buying Bitcoin every day. You can take me out. You're going to take me out of my head space. And I want you to see that we are in, and the truth is hard to, right now we're at 77K on Bitcoin. 77K on Bitcoin, right? I'm on, let's go to the daily. 77K, right? So now we got to go all the way back here to May to get back up to here. We got to go all the way back to May to get back to where we are right now. Okay? I'm on the daily. Now, what did I say? I said when we dipped beneath 60, I said I was going to start buying. And we came down here and I started to buy, right? I started to buy down here, right? Now, this is what I want to show you guys. This happens every single cycle, okay? Again, I don't want to overdo it by qualifying myself. Check the YouTube page. I've had these CEOs. Every single Bitcoin has to be mine. And it doesn't, we're going to talk about XRP. It doesn't matter what you have. If you have crypto, I want you to hear this now, live. I'm telling you that crypto is one of short term, month by month is unpredictable, but long term, it is very predictable. There's 4 seasons. For those of you that have money moves, you know I did a full class in crypto. There are these 4 cycles, and it's a 4-year cycle, and it's pretty consistent in these cycles. You got to know when to buy, and you got to know when not to chase. And when you When we are buying, and when I say I'm buying, this is the second cycle where I said I'm buying, this is not going to get a lot of views. When you are buying, no one's talking about it. It's dead. They've moved on. All of the talking heads has told you, well, and crypto is down, and Bitcoin is at it's at a 2-year low, and da 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 da. Because they didn't take the time. They took the time to study the stock market, but they didn't take the time to study crypto. They didn't read the white papers. They don't know the 4-year cycle. They don't know what the halving is. They don't know what seasons are, and they don't know. Some of them know. They just, oh, look, it's down. Crypto is doing what it's supposed to be doing. I buy when I'm supposed to buy. And when it dipped down here, even if you don't read charts, just know where you are in the season. I said, and I'm going to say it again, I'm buying from now until, I used to say to the end of November, but it may be from now until Christmas, okay? I'm going to continue to buy. Some of my daily buys was $2,500 a day. Would you be putting that kind of money in something that you didn't believe in? I do. And now when it's down as above 60, I'm $100 a day. You may be doing $5 a day above 60. I'm $100 a day above 60. Why? Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to come back down. I'm telling you right now that it's going to come back down. I'm telling you right now that this pump is because, number one, it's what's happening now is going against the grain. But because of this unclear Clarity Act, that's why it's popping. Because the president says, hey guys, come together, get this Clarity Act done, it's pumping. Because the reason why the Clarity Act is not passed is because the banks do not want the crypto companies paying more juice or more interest to the consumer, you and I. The banks don't want crypto paying more than they can afford to pay. Let me take that back. I fully take that back and apologize for that statement. The banks don't want crypto paying you guys, us, more than they're willing to pay. And that's who controls this market. Every senator, every voting person in Washington right now is in the pockets of the bank, Democrats and Republicans. You're going to hear the truth from me because the banks are bigger than they are. The banks are bigger than they are, period. Right? They are the ones that loan the money to the people that want businesses. Anything you want to do on a large scale, the banks own it. You're going to hear the truth right now because I'm going to go to YouTube and say the same thing. So the banks want them to lower the amount that they're paying you and I, or else the Clarity Act will never get passed. Okay? Meanwhile, crypto is going to do what it normally does, even without them. Here's what I think is going to happen. If they do pass the Clarity Act, people are going to come and you're going to hear, it's off to the races now. You're late. Nope, it's not. It'll have a pop, maybe another pop, and then it'll cool back off. That's what I believe. It's not 100%, but that's what I believe is going to happen just based on circulation, supply, halving, the next halving that's coming up, and everything crypto has done every year. Again, let's go and let's look at it. All right? So I'm telling you guys, don't fall for the foolishness. I took a lot of time and did a very deep dive into crypto years ago. And I'm telling you, just the crypto that I have on chain. And when I make the YouTube video, I need you guys to come back and back me up. Just the crypto that I have on chain. Okay? Look at this. For the week, I'm up $41,000 in my smaller crypto broker. Okay? All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you. You can see it again when it comes in. There we go. You can see that. So I'm qualified to tell you, as someone who is soon to be a, yes, exactly, a crypto millionaire. I'm telling you guys, here comes the crap. It's coming. I've been a truth teller to you guys. There's enough money. If there's going to be money made in crypto, I want us making it. So now let's go back here and let's go to the weekly. Okay. We're here on the weekly. I just want to show you guys that every single time, watch this. It's a 4-year cycle. Crypto is doing what it's supposed to do. These are halvings. Okay? These are halvings. What is the halving? The halving is when the Bitcoin miners can only mine half the crypto of the prior cycle. Why is that? Because in the white papers, it is made that way so one person can't hog all of the crypto. Now I'm talking about Bitcoin, okay? And remember, Bitcoin is the NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow wrapped up together for every other altcoin and meme coin. Without Bitcoin, none of this would exist, okay? All right? No, keep this between us, all right? So here's what I'm telling you guys. This is it. Look at this, all right? This was the high here, right? Look at this. This is clear as day. As clear as day. All you need is patience. So the first halving, after the first halving, we have the run up. After the halving, the biggest run up, but it starts, you're supposed to accumulate before the halving because it runs up a little bit to the halving. Okay? All right? But this is where you, let's see here. This is accumulation right here. You accumulate all the way up until halving, right? As a matter of fact, you accumulate up to before the halving. Look at the bottom. You see where it stopped? You see where it says October at the bottom? Let me know if you see where it says October at the bottom right here. October. Let me know if you see that. Talk to me. Say, yes, I see that. Okay, right at the bottom here. Okay, so now, you do your heavier buying here. Why? It's going to run up. It's going to pass the halving, and it's going to run all the way up, right? Now, okay, thank you. So now, what happened? It peaked here, and then here's the next halving, okay? So we have accumulation, mark up, distribution, mark down, okay? And now, what happens? It starts over again. So we have a drift up, accumulation, mark up. But what happens in this cycle from this cycle? All of this fear with people telling you it's trash, it's going to blah, 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 blah. The next cycle low is the high of the prior cycle. The next cycle low is the high of this cycle. If that remains true, then the next cycle low will be about 128K. I'm 125K. Look at it. It's clear as day. What's going to happen now? Look at what's happening now. So far, this cycle's low is the prior cycle's high. This cycle low was the prior cycle high. It is as clear as day. These people haven't done the time to study crypto like I have. They haven't. These people do not talk to the CEOs of these companies like I have and like I do. Google, somebody put in the chat, Google world's largest Bitcoin miner. Google it, please, right now, and put it, who mines the most Bitcoin in the world? Put it in the chat, please, and stay on. I want to help you guys. If I didn't know, I would tell you I don't know. Somebody Google it really quick and put it in the chat. I want you to see this. This is going to make all of y'all some money. Put it in the chat. World's largest Bitcoin miner. And you're going to see Mara. You're going to see Mara. You're going to see then Riot and CleanSpark. Those that are big threes, right? Somebody else put it in the chat. I'll put that in the chat. All right? This is worth us taking our time. I want you to see it for yourself. No, BitDeer is not. It's Marathon Digital. Yes, Marathon Digital. Ticker symbol M-A-R-A. Marathon Digital. Okay? The ticker symbol for Marathon Digital is M-A-R-A. Marathon Digital. Right? Got that? Here, CEO, interview, CleanSpark. I know some of you seen this. Marathon Digital CEO. I interviewed him 2 years ago, twice. Here we go, boom. Here we go, boom. Okay? Core Scientific and CleanSpark. I talked to him. I interviewed him. We talked. Okay? We talk every year. Okay? The CEO of Riot, we talked. Okay? Okay? So when we talk, man, did I look young then? And I'm talking
themselves. They actually kind of cool off leading into the halving, I've noticed in the past, and then they take off again. Myself and a lot of my followers, anything I...
Okay, so I want you guys to see this. Why? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want you guys to see this. Why? Oh, not to say, oh, Larry talks to, look at me. I'm talking to all these CEOs. Look at me. Here's what I want to tell you. Strategy is not a Bitcoin miner at all. Strategy does not mine Bitcoin. They just buy Bitcoin. Okay? Michael Saylor, I'll tell you about that later. Okay, so I'm family. I'm telling you guys, I talk to the CEOs. Why am I making this video? I'm showing you where to buy. You should be buying Bitcoin right now. And when and if it drops under 60K, you should be buying more. You should be buying more Bitcoin from now until Christmas and let all the suckers buy later. You should have started buying 2 months ago when I was buying. Okay? This is what I'm telling you. I told you guys, I said I'm going to tell you when I start buying Bitcoin. And I'm going to tell you why. And I did. Okay? Okay? Thank you so much. You made my whole day. So I'm passionate about you guys making the right money. So now what's happening? When I go, right now, we have a little move up. This is distractions. Everybody is going to start pumping. Okay? Boom. Okay? So here's what I'm telling you. Boom. Yep. There you go. Same move, September 2022. Same move, September 2022. It's a 4-year cycle. 22, 23, 24, 25. Boom, where we are right now, 26. Same move. Same move. Same move. Same move. Leg up, leg up, leg up. So, I'm telling you right now, you should be buying Bitcoin. Okay? Now, and on top of other things, right? Hold on. Yes. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Buy and hold. Now, I'm telling you guys this. I can't tell you, I tell you what I'm doing. I'm telling each and every one of you this right now. This is a bold statement. I am not selling any more Bitcoin. Do I expect Bitcoin is going to cool off from here? Yeah. Yep. And I expect if you go back here, the low I showed you was October, right? Watch this. Guys, you can't unsee this. So, the accumulation phase, I want you to look at the bottom here. Accumulation phase, look at this. August, September, October. You see that, right? Right? Watch this. Right here. Here we go. Accumulation again. September, October. August, September, October. Accumulation phase before the run up. You guys see that? This is the accumulation phase. You should be accumulating leading up to the halving. Again, for those of you that are coming in late, this is the halving, this is the halving, this is the halving. You start accumulating leading up to the halving. Okay? And the lows, by the way, are generally 100 days after the high. After the high. And so you say, why do you, no, no. But listen, I want you to stop with XRP. I'm going to address XRP fairly and truthfully. That's next, okay? I want you guys, please don't fall for the XRP trap. Don't fall for the XRP trap. Please. Please don't fall for the XRP trap. Okay? I'm telling you guys, Larry, you are responsible for your money. Okay? I am not selling any more of my Bitcoin. I am not selling any more of my Bitcoin. I am going to be a, not crypto, but Bitcoin multimillionaire. And yes, Bitcoin this next cycle could go to 40-ish, 48-ish, 45-ish thousand dollars per Bitcoin. Okay? It could. At one point, one Bitcoin is going to be $250,000. There are more, again, I say this every year. I've been saying this since 2021. There are more millionaires than there are Bitcoin. There are more millionaires than there are Bitcoin. Somebody Google here. I want you guys to understand this. Hey, assistant.
Hey, yes, my lord, I'm right here. What can I help you with now?
How much Bitcoin has BlackRock purchased in the last 3 years?
I couldn't find a precise figure for how much Bitcoin BlackRock has purchased over the last 3 years. What is known is that this iShares Bitcoin Trust, IBIT, holds about 747,678 BTC as of June 25th, 2026. Some on-chain movements like 2,563 BTC in February 26 suggest active rebalancing, but no exact 3-year total was disclosed.
How much money is that worth?
Right now, Bitcoin is trading at about $77,407.
Hey, assistant, stop.
Of
Hey,
course,
how much money does BlackRock hold in Bitcoin right now?
right now, BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust holds about 747,678 BTC. Given the current Bitcoin price, that puts their holdings at roughly $58 billion. Let me know if you'd like any further.
You can't unhear that. You can't unsee this. You can't unhear that. $58 billion. BlackRock, the world's largest financial money manager, one of, okay? What are they at? 21 trillion that they have, that they manage. 21 trillion. They have that much Bitcoin in their ETF that they are there you go, 58 billion. Okay? And then here's why I'm so passionate. You're going to listen and watch somebody here gets upset. You're going to listen to some 48-year-old fat, I'm sorry, y'all, never saw a gym, never had a job, living in his mom's basement, playing video games all day dude, get on YouTube, and they're going to start talking like they are an expert. And they're going to start telling you again, don't buy Bitcoin, buy XRP. All you need is 10 to be a millionaire. I want to kick the TV over. I want to take my computer and just smash it over somebody's head when I hear this foolishness. It's not. And then these idiots come on here and tell you that Bitcoin is worthless while the institutions are buying Bitcoin. So what I'm saying is, please, diversify. I got XRP. In one point, I got over 10,000 XRP. It is one of my smallest positions. Okay? I got it. Do you seriously think that they are going to control the world's payment systems? Well, let me teach you something about the payment systems. Okay? I did a deep dive on this. It's never going to happen. Never. Why? Stable coins. Okay? Stable coins. What was that stable coin? The stable coin companies are surging. The banks right now are creating their own stable coins. BlackRock is going to be creating its own stable coin. There is no way that banks and the amount of money that they make and credit card companies are going to let one cryptocurrency handle that much volume of payments. Okay? This is not going to happen. Hundreds of billions of dollars in fees. So now the payment system is, if you do transactions with other countries, you have to wait until these institutions, banks, and everything open on Monday. So if you want to do a transaction on Friday, you have to wait until Monday until that for it to clear. Meanwhile, you got a deal worth millions of dollars. That's a lot of time to make for it to clear, plus how much it costs. So all of these idiots getting out here, and they sound so smart when they come on here and you're talking about this and that and this and that, then I'm telling you that is all foolery. They are literally, this is the biggest rug pull ever. Meanwhile, there are more millionaires, not billionaires. There are more millionaires than Bitcoin produced. BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager. BlackRock is going to suggest to the Fidelities and the Schwabs and the teachers' pensions and the police pensions to increase Bitcoin into their portfolios. Whatever BlackRock says happens. It's the law. And when that happens, the price of Bitcoin goes up. That's what I'm telling you. That's why 80% of my crypto is in Bitcoin. Yes, I have Solana. Yes, I have Ethereum. I got Ethereum, I got Solana, and those I'm going to start buying more of if it comes back down under 60. I still have mine from last cycle. Okay? But this is what I'm telling you. Now, someone's going to say Larry doesn't understand meme coins and Larry doesn't understand altcoins. When Larry made $273,000 off of a crap coin, but Larry sold it before it plummeted 90%. And the people that are talking, tell them to show you their portfolios. Go back, the videos are still up. So I want you guys to not miss it. Meanwhile, 2 years ago, I bought a full Bitcoin at 19,000. It's 77,000 right now. You're not going to make that kind of gains in the stock market. You're not going to make it with real estate. I'm telling you guys, I want you, I don't care if you just worship the XRP gods. I don't care. But please have some Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Okay? I think Dogecoin, biggest move is behind us. Dogecoin was tied to Elon, and that's why it went up. Who remembers when I told you guys in 2021, I said I'm going to buy Dogecoin on Monday, and by Friday I'm going to sell it? Who remembers that? And I told everybody. You remember that? And I told everybody, when Elon hits the stage, it's too late. It's going to tank. I said that a week prior. And the second he hit the stage, it started falling. Yep. And the second Elon hit the stage, boo, it fell. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Yep. Meanwhile, I bought it for like 23 cents. And what did it go to? Like 70 cents, 69 cents. Remember, I bought it Monday and I sold it Friday. And I said, I'm trying to teach you guys, this is crypto. It's not the stock market. It's different. Learn how the beast works. This is as clear as day. So when they're talking all of this noise, just remember this. Just remember, when it gets here, they say it's going to the moon. When it gets here, they say it's trash and it's done. When it gets here, now they say it's going to $1 million tomorrow. When it gets here, I told you it was a scam. When it gets here, oh my God, just don't even buy Bitcoin, just buy XRP. And where do I expect the floor to be? I expect this when we have another yellow bar, which will be the halving. Okay? This will be the floor. I'm sorry. The 124 will be the floor. It'll be the floor. All the while, if you just bought here and just held. This is why I'm not selling again. All the while, if you just accumulated here. Well, I didn't know about crypto then. Okay. Well, if you just accumulated here. Larry, you weren't talking about crypto then. Okay. Well, if you just accumulated here. Well, I missed that one. Well, if you just accumulate right now, I'm saying this right now because now's the time to talk about it. And don't even ask me, am I selling my Bitcoin? No, I'm not. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. At this point, I'm just going to buy and I'm just going to hold. That's what I'm going to do. How about you? Because let's just see. Hey, assistant.
Hey, yes, my lord. I'm here and ready. Just let me know what you need or if you have any other questions.
What price are crypto analysts expecting Bitcoin to be by the end of 2030 on average?
Some crypto analysts have a wide range of forecasts for Bitcoin by the end of 2030. For example, ARK Invest suggests three scenarios: a bear case around $300,000, a base case about $710,000, and a bull case around $1.5 million. Other estimates like Wisdom Tree put a more conservative target at about $120,000, while some other forecasts average in the range of $269,000 to $300,000.
I'm in the 250 camp. I'm in the 250 camp. I'm in a 250 camp. So just think about this. If we do hit 240 and it's 77,000, and this is 2026, and that's 4 years from now, they keep talking about XRP as the Holy Grail. It's not. Yeah, she gonna get a demotion. So I want you guys to study, okay? I want you, Sergio, I want you to take this information, please, everybody, in Money Moves. Whether you believe in crypto or not, I want you to just understand. And I have to say it, just 2 years ago, I bought a full Bitcoin at 19,000. You can't unsee that. You can't unsee that. And me just being patient, I made up my mind last cycle that I'm not selling my Bitcoin. Okay? And the Bitcoin that I've been sharing with y'all that I said I'm not, I'm up in a week $41,000. In a week. Look at that. 24% in a week. In a week. I'm telling you guys because I love you guys. I love you guys. And you're never going to see, I'm almost getting emotional thinking about it. I don't want these greedy people to have this money. I can't get it all. I want you to have it. I'm not beating the drum for Bitcoin because I love Bitcoin. I don't love any money. But if there's money to be made, I want you guys to make it. I want us to make it. That's what I want. I want us to make it. Okay? I want us to make it. And listen, I don't want you to buy it all right now. I want you to understand that if Bitcoin goes back beneath 60, that's when you buy more. I lessened my amount that I'm buying now. I'm buying less the higher it goes. Here's another thing why I'm spending so much time with you guys. The higher it goes, the less I'm spending. But you better believe that as far as my Bitcoin purchase, I'm going to be done buying. I'm going to be done buying. Early, I buy a lot early. And I want you guys to have that mindset. So after the halving, while everybody's chasing Bitcoin, you know, at 130, when it passes the last cycle's high, when Bitcoin hits 130, 150, that's when everybody's going to be chasing. And you and I are not going to be chasing because we did our buying way in the 60s. We did our buying in the 60s, in the 50s. That's what my heart is for you guys. That's what I want for you guys. And so, again, if it drops beneath, so this is where you have to go against your emotions. Don't chase right now. If it drops beneath 60, and it may not, but I just say the next drop, significant drop, but I'm still dollar cost averaging. So I'm buying $100 a day right now. But under 60, it was 200 and it was not, some days it was 1,500 a day, some days it was 2,500 a day. According to what you have. According to what you have. Okay? So all I'm saying is it could be, for someone else, it could be $10 a day. It could be $5 a day. It could be $100 a week. It could be $50 a week. I'm telling you, whatever you blowing your money on with stuff and even going out and eat, just put that much. Every time you go out, whatever your bill is, put that much in Bitcoin. How's that? How's that? That's all I'm saying. And then go to Ethereum and Solana and Sui. Notice those are all layer ones, right? Then you can grab you some XRP. But I looked you guys in the eyes and I told you XRP wasn't going above 5. I said that the whole cycle. I put myself on the line. I got spammed like insane. I'm not talking about a few spams on it. I literally had to shut my computer down because bots had filtrated. It took me over because they wanted to shut me up and shut me down. And XRP never took to $5. And they keep telling, and I need you guys to protect me online when I'm telling the truth. And these guys are doing this money grab. Is XRP going to be higher than where it is now? Yes. But I told you guys the truth. It was impossible. It was impossible for XRP to be $100 last cycle. And guess what? It's not going to happen this cycle. Now you're going to see XRP at $1,000. As a matter of fact, you're going to see XRP to $10,000. You heard it here. You heard it here. You're going to start seeing XRP to $10,000. I'm telling you it's coming. Let me check. I guarantee you somebody already did it. And you know what? Itching ears. Be anxious for nothing. That's why we started with that. Be anxious for nothing. It's not that easy. Everybody's not going to be rich. Even the Bible says the poor will be with you always. But it ain't you, and it's not your household. It's not you, and it's not your household. XRP designed for $10,000. When will XRP hit $10,000? When will XRP hit $10,000?
$10,000 XRP is built into the design. And just to be clear, $10,000 XRP is built into the design. And just to be clear, I'm not here to convince anybody that XRP is going to 10K. but it most definitely is built into the design. At a $10,000 XRP, it would still only cost 10 cents to send a transaction. $10,000 XRP is built into the design. And just to be clear, I'm not here to convince anybody that XRP is going to 10K, but it most definitely
The guy looks look at a respectable guy. He looks nice. He looks smart. Let me put my hard-earned money into this, though I didn't do any research. And he did this math and it sounds right. I don't understand it, but it sounds right. So let me just sell my firstborn and just put it all in the XRP. And then Larry comes on and say, how much do you have in Bitcoin? Oh, I don't have it. I don't need it in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is for suckers. I'm just going to just pile up in XRP and become rich. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's all I can say about it. That's all I can say. I'd rather have less subscribers. I'd rather have less people in my Patreon and tell you guys the truth. I love meeting you guys. I don't dodge. I've met a lot of you guys in airports and meetups. I love it when you show me your portfolios and on my advice, the stuff that you're in is doing well. Okay? That's what I love. Period. That's the one thing I will never talk about. I will never, unfortunately, guys, I can help you with a lot, but I would never tell you what wallet, what type of device. That I will never, ever discuss. And I've been saying that since 2020. I will never discuss what type of device to keep yours on. All I know is I purchased through Coinbase. It's somebody's going to say, oh, the fees. And one of the people that told me the fees lost $175,000 on that one, the one that went down. They lost $175. And it's like, he called me a sucker because I was on Coinbase. Well, Coinbase is regulated. To a degree, Coinbase is the safest one. So I said, hey, why would you put your hard-earned money? I don't care. I'm like, yeah, I understand there's fees. I'll pay the fees to protect my money. Yep. To protect my money. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. So what I'm telling you that I'm not doing is I'm not taking my equities. I'm not taking my stock and selling them and moving them into crypto. That's a no-no. That's a big no-no. That's right, FTX. He lost $170,000 on FTX when it went under. While he called me a fool for paying Coinbase's fees. So that's what I wanted to say about crypto. All right. BlockFi wasn't the BlockFi. BlockFi only went down because FTX went down. Well, one of the reasons why it was a house of cards. That was one of the reasons why. And beware of anybody that tells you, we'll stake your whatever and we're going to pay you 50%. That's unsustainable. That is unsustainable. When it gets into unsustainability, then if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. It's going to take time. Even with Bitcoin, it's going to take time. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Just be careful of any off-chain brokers, guys. Make sure it's a U.S. broker. And I know we had these VPNs, and we didn't want the government in our, junk and all of that stuff. But guys, pay for safety, especially if you have a sizable amount of money. Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth about Michael Saylor. And I showed you the picture with he and I, right? With Michael Saylor and I. Anybody could tell you to buy every single day. Josh and I and Keenan and I brought this up, and Keenan and them said, you know what, you're right. I says, we do our followers a much better service than Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor's theory is, if the world is on fire, buy more Bitcoin. If the world is flooding, buy more Bitcoin. If the market is up, buy more Bitcoin. If the market is down, buy more Bitcoin. If the market trades sideways, buy more Bitcoin. If inflation is high, buy more Bitcoin. If inflation goes low, buy more Bitcoin. My point is, all he says is buy more Bitcoin. That's not helping you guys. I'm telling you when to buy, where to buy, and where to stop, and where to sit back and count your money. That's a much harder job. And so I used to be a fan of his, and after a while, I became less and less of a fan. I go to hear him speak at the Bitcoin conference. It's the same speech every time. And then at this last Bitcoin, I turned to the whole row. And I said, he might as well just send a tape recorder. He's not doing anybody any good. Just buy more Bitcoin. And now he's the biggest threat to Bitcoin because he holds so much. And when he sells, it spooks the market. So that's what I want to tell you. And be careful with MicroStrategy. If you're just buying MicroStrategy and you have no Bitcoin, you're going to lose. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. We've had losses. We've all had losses. Do something different. Do something different. Lean on the side of stability first. Full Bitcoin on chain. What I mean is the US Bitcoin, buy it. When you talk about BMNR and MicroStrategy, these are not crypto. They're half and half. Okay? They're half and half. There's a word for that. They're hybrids. It's like half electric and half gas. BMNR and strategy are that. There's a time to buy and there is a time not to. Now, because I think crypto, meaning Bitcoin and Ethereum, will have another leg down, I would just go to the charts and I would look and I would see if it revisits, okay? I would see if it revisits down here to 59, okay? And then I would start buying some strategy. Then I would start buying some BMNR. And it wouldn't be 1/5 of what I had in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And remember, these are hybrids. So I would just buy and accumulate. I wouldn't even try to do the options. I just would buy BMNR. You guys do remember I made enough on these Bitcoin miners to buy 2 Bitcoin, really. You guys remember that. You guys were with me. Some of you guys were with me. We did options and we bought them and we timed it perfectly. And I made enough to buy 2 Bitcoin. Yep, the volatility. I don't have volatility when I'm just buying Bitcoin right now. I don't have volatility I don't have volatility when I'm buying Bitcoin at 62 when it goes down to 58. I don't have volatility. I don't. I just buy more here. Why? Because I'm not dumping all my money in. I'm spacing my money out because I know I'm going to be buying from now until at least the end of November. I don't have volatility when I'm farsighted and I see that I have a potential for one Bitcoin to be $240,000, but I'm buying it here at 60 and I have patience, be anxious for nothing. I got patience. I keep buying. Why? This is what institutions do. This is how wealthy people get wealthy. Yep. I'm sorry. I don't discuss wallets off anything that brings your crypto off of your brokers. I just don't discuss them. But I'm just telling you, if you are patient, you will make money. My multi-million-dollar portfolios have taught me patience. And I wish I had patience earlier. And there's a gospel song that says, "Don't wait till the battle's over, shout now." Make some good long-term investments and just look to the future and smile. Look to the future and say, one day my investment is going to be enough to pay off all my bills. One day my investment is going to be enough to pay off my car note, my home, and all my debt. One day my investments is going to be able to pay me like my job is paying me now. If I just be patient and stick to the plan. Okay? Long term is the way. And one day, I'm going to tell you, if you're in crypto and you don't have Bitcoin, one day you're going to regret it. Just remember that Larry is telling you, all you got to do is every time you go out. If you're going out this weekend, look at how much you're spending and buy that much in Bitcoin, something that's not going to bother you. What am I going to gain from you buying Bitcoin? Nothing. Everybody listening to me could tell all your family members and friends, and they bought more Bitcoin, and it wouldn't move the needle. I'm saying this because I want you guys to be like me when I sold Shiba Inu near the top. And I got called all kind of fools. I bought it at quad 012 and I sold it at quad 077. And it topped out at quad 088 and fell by 94%. Because I understand cycles. I understand more about crypto than most of you will ever talk to anyone else. Now, do I know everything? No. But these clowns coming on with a surety and telling you guys that XRP is going to $10,000, be anxious for nothing. In closing, there's a reason why somebody post that scripture, be anxious for nothing. Before you invest a dime, somebody post that scripture, be anxious for nothing. I want you to read this scripture, and I want you to do what the scripture says. Yep. And they got mad when I said I was selling my Shiba Inu. They got mad. Philippians 4, 6, and 7. Be anxious for nothing. Pray about it. So before, again, in closing, before you invest your hard-earned money, be anxious for nothing. Pray about it. Now, $42,000 in a week. 42 in a week. That's what I like to see. Patience is bliss. Yes. Yep. All right, guys. Do me a favor. This link is private. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this link public. And this link, give it about an hour, is going to process. I'm going to make this link public. And I want you to share it with all your friends and families. Okay? Share it with your friends and your family. The truth needs to get out. So because it's live, it's going to process, but I'm going to go right now and make this link. I can't make it. No, just share the link. It's going to be unlisted. Share this link, okay? Just share this link. I don't know. I still have some sheep. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know where it's going to go. I really don't. Every year there's always a new dog on the block as far as meme coins. First it was Doge, and then the following year it was sheep. I knew it was sheep. This past one it was Pepe, remember, and Bunk. I think Bunk has a bigger potential, may have a bigger move potential. Okay, but remember, these are meme coins, right? Rewind this video and hear everything I said about Bitcoin. Thank you, right? I love you guys, for real though. I hope everyone in Money Moves watches this video. If you guys got anything out of this video, go to the live chat and talk about it, okay? You guys have a blessed, safe weekend. We are on our way, okay? You're on your way out. You're on your way out, right? All right, love you guys. Yep, love you guys. Listen, we're going to Gary, pray for me. Going to Gary, Indiana. I just left. I was talking about the linemen, the trucks, the linemen, and all of that. So many. I'm gonna just look at it without. Just these are all of the trucks. I literally just left there. These are all of the linemen here. They set that up in like 36 hours. They got food and all of that. We are going to do something. Myself, Stocks with Josh, Keenan Grace. We are just going to help the people, right? And we pulled together some money, all right? Thank you, sir. You have a blessed one, all right? Rev Rankin, Rev Rankin. Is that Rev as in Reverend? Pray for me, sir. Please pray for me. Keep me in your prayers, okay? Love you guys. And we'll see you Monday morning, bright and early. Peace.